go. 6-pack to go. Hank Thompson, George Strait also had this out later on, and anyway, we're going to do I guess Hank Thompson's version. I'm not sure what George does it in, but anyway, we're going to do the original version of this, and they're pretty similar, I believe. But anyway, it's going to be just in the key of A. And appreciate y'all tuning in today to Fretmore Guitar Lessons. My name's Keith Williams, and we're going to have a good time today. Be sure and check out our other videos out there. A lot of guitar lessons and things, so a lot of cover songs and all that. And be sure and subscribe to us if it's something you like, and give us a thumbs up and all that. We sure appreciate any comments, requests, questions or anything. Please leave those in the comment box down below. And we're going to jump right into this thing and go through the chords, show you the chords, and then really just a verse and a chorus to this thing. It's real simple, and then they repeat the same thing over again. So anyway, a pretty short song, pretty quick song, and we're going to jump right into it. All right, here we go with the chords. Like I say, it's in A. All right. And so the way I get an A, if you're confused about how I'm doing that there, I get an A with the flat part of my first finger, my index finger, on the 3rd and 4th string, and then the 2nd string I get with my 2nd finger, and just strumming typically 5 and 4. Okay. And so now if you can't do that, or if you're having trouble getting that to sound the way you want to, you can also get an A chord with the 1st finger on the 4th, 2nd on the 3rd, and a 3rd on the 2nd, and so it's still just the same number of strings there. Okay, so there's the A chord, and you can skip this part if you already know the chords. You can skip through this if you want to, but I am kind of going through the actual chords that's in this as well. So we're going to do an F sharp, okay, F sharp minor, okay. I've got a sheet here that says F sharp 7th, but we're going to do an F sharp minor on this. So doing the bar chord on your 2nd fret, and then your 3rd finger on the 5th string of the 4th fret, and your pinky finger on the 4th string of the 4th fret, strumming all those right there. Okay, so if you're actually strumming 6 and 5, I don't think we stay in it hardly long enough to really do an alternating on that, but anyway, that's how you would do that. Now I'm going to show you a couple of ways to do the B. I do a B7th a lot, but in this particular song I kind of switched to the B, because it's right here, especially in that F sharp minor. You can just drop down to here and you're in the B. Okay, so the B is still barring that 2nd fret. Okay, and then you take your I have to put my pinky underneath the behind the neck here, and kind of hide it, because it just don't work up here. It gets in the way. And my 3rd finger goes and gets the 3rd and 4th string of the 4th fret. Okay, so if you can get that to sound, it's not the easiest thing to do sometimes, I'll admit, but you have to work on that a little bit to get that sound there, as far as that bar chord, and it'll work on your hand if you do it too much there. And so I'll show you a B7th. It's just I thought that the B, like I say, when you're already kind of there, you can kind of jump from that F sharp minor to the B, because typically that's where it's going next, is to the B throughout the song. So it just kind of keeps you from having to jump around a lot. But if the bar chords are harder for you, I'll show you a B7th, and we can play that. B7th, 1st fret on the 4th string, 1st finger. 2nd finger goes on the 5th string of the 2nd fret, and your 3rd finger goes on the 3rd string of the 2nd fret, and your pinky goes on the 1st string of the 2nd fret. And just strum the 5, and 4. Okay, it's real similar to the E. Okay, which we'll do next. So you can just jump right out of that into the E, just by dropping this finger down one and bringing this one up, pulling your pinky off completely. All right, so on the E chord is up 3, 3rd string, the G string on the 1st fret, and then the 2nd finger goes on the 5th string, your A string of the 2nd fret, and then the your ring finger goes on the 4th string of the 2nd fret there, the D string. Okay, and we do 6 and 5. Alright, now it shows in this, and I'm going to do this because it does kind of sound like a 7th here. That's your E chord. An E7th is just putting your pinky your fourth finger here on the second string of the third fret. A little bit of a stretch. A little bit of a stretch, but it's not too bad. Okay. So there's an E7th in the, well, it really just shows, it doesn't really show, I said a verse and a chorus a while ago, but it just really shows two verses. So it's just the second verse changes up a little bit, so it sounds more like it's a chorus or something of that nature, to where it's not going along with the typical progression of the song. Okay, all right. So there's the E7th, and I believe that's everything. We got the A, B, E. Okay, there's now the beginning part of this thing, and you don't have to do it this way, because when he does the verse 1 and 2, and then goes into a little break, and then we're not going to do the break here. You can kind of improvise through that if you want to, but and it just goes back to that first and second verse. And so when he does the second time he does the first verse, he just, hey, Mr. Bartender, please don't be so slow. So it's just A and D, okay? So you can do it that way at the beginning if you want to, but the way he does it on the record, and I think I'm right on this, on the chords here. I learned a new chord, actually, I'd never played in my life, just for this song, actually. So anyway, and it does sound right. It does sound, he does a, this is a D9th chord, a D9th. And, you know, I'm not real quick at going to it, because I'm not, like I say, it's my first time learning this chord, so it's a little different position for me. But I'm going to show it to you anyway, and then you can use it or throw it out or whatever you want to do with it. So anyway, starting on the 4th fret, 4th string, first finger, all right, and your second finger goes on the 5th fret, 5th string. That's kind of easy to remember, isn't it? And third finger goes on the 3rd string, but it's going to be on the 5th fret there. And then your pinky goes on the 2nd string of the 5th fret as well, and just strumming the 5, okay? And then showing an A7th. I'm not 100% sure on the A7th in that beginning part, but it sounds pretty decent, so we're going to go with it. All right, so it's the beginning part where, hey, Mr. Bartender, please don't be so slow. Okay, and I'm going to show you a little run here, and then we'll jump into it. The run's going to be on the 6th string. Only run I think we're doing through this song here, and it's just going to be open, down, up, down, up again on your picking, down, up, open, down, up, 2nd fret, 6th string, and then 6th string, 4th fret. I got time for one more round and a 6-pack to go. Okay, so it's open, down, up. Sometimes I may grab that one twice too over here, like I did just then. Sometimes, so anyway, but I think it's just one lick there, one note on that, just one time. But anyway, we'll go ahead and do this. Like I say, we're going to start out, try to do it as close to the way he does it as possible. And I'm going to go ahead and get in that D9th position, because you may have to kind of get your key, get your key there. Hey, okay, hey, Mr. Bartender. All right, and then we're going to jump over here to the D9th, and then we're going to go to the A7th. Okay, the A7th is just like the A, only without the 3rd string. Okay, okay. All right, here we go. Hey, Mr. Bartender, please don't be so slow. I've got time for one more round and a 6-pack to go. Tomorrow morning, Sunday, I'm gonna be feeling low. So please, please, bartender, I want a 6-pack to go. Here's the second verse. I've been drinking all day long, taking in the town. I've done spent my whole paycheck just a honky-tonkin'. There's the E7th, and I just remembered something. I forgot to tell you about the D chord, I believe. I think I left that out. Anyway, D, 2nd fret, up 3. First finger, second finger goes on the 1st string, third finger goes on the 2nd string of the 3rd fret, and you're going to strum 4. Okay? Alright, so I'm going to redo this anyway, because I wanted to let you know about that E7th when I seen that. I thought, well, I need to, because it's only one time. I've done spent my whole paycheck just a honky-tonkin' round. And you can do the E if you don't want to do the E7th. It's not going to be that, you know, traumatic if you don't do the E7th, but it does sound like the E7th, you know, works there for sure. But again, you know, it's not going to be the end of the world if you don't do it. But all right, we're gonna jump into this second verse again. All right, starting in A there. All right, and into the D. I've been drinking all day long, taking in the town. I've done spent my whole paycheck just a honky-tonkin' round. I don't have enough to pay my rent, but I ain't gonna worry though. I've got time for one more round and a six-pack to go. I'm gonna go through it one more time. Hey, Mr. Bartender, please don't be so slow. This is the second time around. I've got time for one more round and a six-pack to go. Tomorrow morning, Sunday, I'm gonna be feeling low. So please, please, bartender, I want a six-pack to go. I've been drinking all day long, taking into town. I've done spent my whole paycheck just a honky-tonkin' round. I don't have enough to pay my rent, but I ain't gonna worry though. I've got time for one more round and a six-pack to go. Yeah, I got time for one more round and a six-pack to go. All right, now what I'm doing, I did this a few times, didn't tell you about this, but kind of an A sus, I believe is what that is there. Yeah, and so I kind of put my my third finger there on that. Just kind of changes it up at times, you know, when I'm going to something there. But that's entirely up to you if you want to do that or not. Anyway, I hope this lesson's been helpful to you. I think I got everything in there that we should have. I don't think we missed anything. And like I said, I went to, as you see me going to that B, but you could do the B7th if you wanted to do that as opposed to the B. And when I went to the E7, just show you this too, I went to the E7th. The first time I was a little bit late getting there on that first time we did that verse 2. I didn't get, I was trying to worried about this here and I went there too quick. So you're better off going to the E and then, you know, getting that position if that's one you're used to, for sure, if you've been playing that a while, like I have. I'm used to playing that, but this is a new chord for me, as I don't play the E7 a whole lot. And so a little bit of a stretch there and changing the position of how I play that E. I'm having to move up a little bit. So I went to the E and then, you know, got that string there while I was still in that little section there where it changes. So anyway, I believe that is pretty much all of a six-pack to go. Well, there is Hank Thompson's A Six Pack to Go. What an awesome song that is. It's a fun little song, a little beer drinking song, whatever you want to do there. But anyway, just a good little song to play and sing. And anyway, I hope you enjoyed this and got something out of it. Again, just be sure and check out our other videos out there, and we'll see y'all in the next one. Thanks.